Teaching knowledge, leaking seeds, sowing harvest, reaping, man of meager means. I have yet to leave, I'm still breathing. To quit, I have no reason. I mean, I'm asleep, but I be trying to live my dreams. I cannot even act if it's all easy. Either you gon' do it or you don't. Really, it ain't no in between. Baby, you can ask the sun, it's an everyday theme. Consistency in your routine is how you bring reality. Working like a slave, that's how I made this masterpiece. Living like a god, I lay at night, I rest in peace. They remember me, but I am not Haram or beef.
Peace, 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 peace. Peace, love, and light, nobles and empresses. Happy Holy Friday. We're back again with another BBT Book Club. I'm your host, Noble Moso L. Gratitude to nobles who could tap in.
Peace, Noble.
Peace, Noble. Noble Simeon, what's good with you?
Not much. I had to tune in, see this book club, trying to get my knowledge on tonight. Gratitude.
Yeah, man. Nah, you know it. It's gonna be tapping in on some of the, tapping in on some of the books that we offering. We got a lot of wellness books, man. A lot of books to, create your own remedies, your own home remedies for your own blends. As you know, I'm a herbalist myself, and I got a herbal tea company, herbsofmayat.com. We got a lot of herbal blends for the respiratory system, for the blood cleansing, just overall detox, to build up that immune system, man. Because you in Maryland right now too. It's about below freezing, right now. So you want to keep your immune system strong, keep your minerals and vitamins up. So, just offering, going to be going through some of the books that we got on healing.
I'm excited to see what you got going over today.
Indeed, Noble. Indeed, man. Let me add one of these joints. We got this one called The Lost Books of Remedies. Sheik sent some other new ones recently too. I wanted to highlight. There's a screen. All right. This is one of them, The Lost Book of Remedies. It is by Claude Davis. And just a disclaimer, this book was created to provide information about natural medicines, cures, and remedies that people have used in the past. This information is made available with the knowledge that the publisher, editor, and author do not offer any legal or otherwise medical advice. In the case you are ill, you should always consult with your caring physician or another medical specialist. This book does not claim to contain, and indeed does not contain, all the information available on the subject of natural remedies. While the author, editor, and publisher have gone to great lengths to provide the most useful and accurate collection of healing plants and remedies in North America, they may still exist typographical and or context errors. Therefore, this book should not be used as a guide. The author, editor, and publisher shall incur no liability or be held responsible to any person or entity regarding any loss of life or injury, alleged or otherwise, that happened directly or indirectly as a result of using the information contained in this book. It is your own responsibility. And if you want to use a potion, a tincture, a decoction, or anything else from this book, you should first consult with your physician first. Some of the remedies and cures found within do not comply with FDA guidelines, and the information in the book has not been reviewed, tested, or approved by any official testing body or government agency. So the author and editor of this book makes no guarantees of any kind expressed or implied regarding the final results obtained by applying the information found in this book. Making and using any consuming any of the products described will be done at your own risk. The author, editor, and publisher hold no responsibility for the misuse or misidentification of plant using the contents of this book, or any and all consequences to your health of that which may result. Some names and identifying details have been changed to protect the privacy of the author and in other individuals. By reading past this point, you hereby agree to be bound to this disclaimer, or you may return this book within guaranteed time. So yeah, this is a great one, man. I mean, I use this one personally a lot. Just going through some of the table of contents, it breaks down backyard weeds. It goes through so many herbs: bone set, chamomile, marshmallow, aloe vera. Even though a lot of these people think are just herbs, but you can heal yourself by the things you eat, as we know. So it has, dill, fennel, garlic, grape burdock, lavender. I mean, it's a pretty extensive book. Mullein, one of my favorite that I use in a lot of my blends. So I mean, I really encourage brothers and sisters, get some of these books from us. Start to create your own blends. You gotta really start to connect with some of these herbs, some of these plants, some of these roots, so you can start to see what your body needs. Because everybody has their own healing journey and other things that you gotta detox from. Yeah, there's a lot of. This is an extensive document, though, and if you look it up online, the lost book of remedies. A lot of these books are out of print, very rare to find. So, we offer these books at mypdfbooks.com. We got physical copies of books. Yeah, this one got from A to Z. This book has a lot of herbs that we all should learn more about. What else they got on here? This was a second book that we wanted to read a little bit through. It's called A Complete Handbook of Nature Cure. And it's by fellow practitioner Shiri H.K. Bakuru. He is a naturopath. It's his way of life. And he says naturopathy, it is a distinct philosophy and science which strengthens the age-old faith in the correction of bodily disorders and restoration and maintenance of health through elements freely available in nature. It brings home the basic fact that healing is brought about by the inherent curative powers of the body. The simplicity of this method should not deter individuals from its use. The final, complete healing will come from within. In short, the natural path lends intelligence, lends intelligent assistance, and interprets nature's law for the patient. Shiri H.K. Bakuru, who has contributed numerous articles to leading newspapers and magazines on various ailments and their cure through, dietetics and nature cure treatments, has already, to his credit, the authorship of the 3 books on nature cure: Health, the Natural Way, Diet, Cure for Common Ailments, and Foods That Heal. Peace, peace,
Peace.
Nobles.
Peace, Noble.
Peace. Islam. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Just relaxing. Got done studying.
Oh, okay, Noble. Happy solar return, man.
Oh, it's Monday. It's Monday, but thank you. You know.
Nah, I know y'all about to get it in.
Yeah, when Malik and them get out here, we're gonna have a good time eating stuff, you know, relax, get clean, have a good time.
Islam, man. I was actually with some nobles yesterday. This one noble I was doing the yoga with. He actually down in AZ now, so it's kind of interesting. I got some, brothers definitely know what's up down there, as you know.
Yep, link up. It's that time for everybody to link up, man, and do what's right. It's time.
Mm-hmm. And AZ got a lot of these healing remedies down there near Mexico. It's so many. Medicine is everywhere when you got the eye for it. Healing, you can find healing on any corner of the earth when you understand your body and you understand nature. You understand geography. What grows in certain regions. These are all things that I've had a love for and just tried to study more of, so I could help my family, help my surrounding friends and people who care about their health, man. Because like I always say, you want to get these herbs and these remedies in your kitchen and your cabinets before you sick, before winter hits hard, and you can start to get it in your system, so when you do get sick, your body has the antibodies to fight it. It has the strength. This ain't about trying to be indestructible or never get sick. That's not realistic. But just using what nature has here. As we know, the Bible says herbs for the healing of the nation. It's so many scriptures that drive the point home that herbs, healing, bitters, tinctures, so many different remedies, the balm of Gideon and all these, different stories. The book of Daniel, one of my favorites when he talks about fasting and eating clean, and not eating the king's food. We in the same days, we eating highly processed foods. A lot of our foods have been banned in other countries, and a lot of people waking up to the reality that you got to take your own health in your own hands, whether that's mentally, physically, financially. You got to be healthy in all aspects, and that's one of the reasons we offer in these books.
Wow.
We got a plethora of books on wellness. We're not, one of these books is even saying, you got to really master being your own healer. Mastering your own arcana, because what worked for me might not work for you in the same fashion. Your lungs might be stronger than mine. You know what I mean? You might be dealing with other challenges that you might need to hone in on.
Mm-hmm.
That's the that's the connection with the herbs, you know. Like you gotta ingest them different ways, whether it's through teas, whether it's through tinctures, whether it's through, you know, different modalities to get into your system. You know, you can just steam, boil, you know, citrus over the stove, you know, and put a towel over your face and just inhale the vapors. You know, it's some real simple ways to use herbal remedies in your everyday life. You know, I use essential oils. You know, essential oils is one of the fastest ways to, you know, hit your system. You know, you just put a little bit on your hand, inhale, you know, clear your mind. You know, so many simple remedies to get you through your days. You know, that I definitely would promote brothers and sisters to try to utilize. You know, you can buy essential oils from almost any store, any grocery store. You know.
Yep. And you know what, Moso, is something that I've started to learn and I'm starting to practice a little bit more is I don't put nothing on my body I can't eat.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And just like lotion, I use like coconut oil, like stuff like that that's natural that you can eat. And like I've been getting into like my own toothpaste. I've been making my own with lemon and peroxide and baking soda. And then even with the deodorant, I use lemon and the same thing and the peroxide, you know, to keep you that dryness. So a lot of the natural stuff you can do, a lot of the home remedies you can do and see how your body reacts to it. And the reason why a lot of people, when they sweat, when they be stinking and they smell like a pig, is because of what you eating. I guarantee you. Just like you said, if you start eating clean and stuff, and how can I say, you know, eat clean, not eat meat like you all like people do every day, eat meat and eat clean and stuff, I guarantee you, your sweat, your perspiration won't be that funky. At first it will because you're detoxing, you're getting all those impurities out of you. But when you start cleaning your body and you start drinking, you know, water and your fruits and vegetables, and you're getting the right exercise, your perspiration is not going to be smelling like toxicity.
Right. Now, you're right about that, Noble.
Yeah. Even with gargling, I ask people, what do they gargle with? I say oil pull. Get that coconut oil pull.
Right.
You know.
Right. Yeah, these are some simple things you could do. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. Just simple things. People be thinking everything be all complex, so they, you know how I get when I say it's nothing wrong with like Curious George, but you see Curious George always got in trouble. You know, it's a way to do things, and when you find a good community that's people doing things the right way, the first thing I do is latch on, and I latch on to righteousness to see what works. You know, and so it's just getting back to community and us being brothers and stuff, man, which make a big difference. That's all.
Islam, see. Yeah, I mean, and just, you know, being wise enough to come together with people who, you know, are on a similar journey, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's not something you have to do by yourself. You know, you're not living out in the wilderness per se. You know, you can reach out to people who are herbalists, who are into health and fitness. So I've been doing stretch therapy for about 3-4 years now, and you know, I'm looking for, you know, just more people who want to heal their body and, you know, get back in action. You know, the more you don't use your body, have a sedentary lifestyle, whether it's driving on the road, long distances, you know, that's something I do as well. You know, you gotta take care of your hips, take care of your spine, you know, make sure you're keeping your body alignment in order. You know, we see so many people who let their jobs kind of destroy their bodies. You know, of course, we all have to work for money and pay bills, but you want quality of life. You don't want to destroy your body to the point where you can't even enjoy life.
Man,
you know,
you dropping jewels. Yeah, you be dropping them jewels, man. Moso, like that hustle. You know, work is nothing wrong because everybody needs to live, but Look what we do when we work. And I say, when you making that money, people don't even take care of themselves. What we do, like a person would eat cheap, they will buy the cheapest stuff for their body, but we done got caught up where we just so in debt. And that's what they got us caught with. Soon as the money come in, it's gone. Just look at how people live, Moso. People that got it. Did we get caught up when we get some money and we say we spiritual people, we divine? The first thing we do is go get a car, or the first thing we do is go get some clothes. We do none of the stuff that we say we're gonna do. Because I hear people saying it. Oh man, I'm gonna go get me an Escalade. But you say you a holy man. What you about to do with that Escalade? That Escalade is gonna make you no money. It's gonna be strictly a money pit. That Escalade gonna make you no money, but you want to drive around in the Escalade in your city to do what? Stun on your people. That's goofy.
Yeah.
And so people will tell you this, and I say, listen to what people tell you, because that's how you have to deal with them. People will tell you exactly how to deal with them out of their mouth. The lower self, the not togetherness. I told a brother, he was telling me about his shifts, and he said he worked a night shift. And I've been dealing with a whole bunch of people that work different shifts. And I say that's a slave shift. And he said, well, I'll be tired all through the day. I said, well, because you're not getting a proper rest. If you work night shift and you sleep all day, that's on you. There's no balance. So you have to have some balance, and that have to do a lot with your diet and your energy. So I just give you kudos, Moso, for showing the example and showing the world how you do your massage therapy. And it ain't about how big you start. It's about starting.
Right. It's
about doing this. Like you said, linking up with people that's into what you into. Like I saw your thing today when you had all your people at your boy spot. Yeah. You continue to grow, Moso, and continue to do your thing. And that's what success is about. Doing. And you doing. So I give honors to you for that example, brother.
Gratitude, Sheik, for real. I mean, like, you always say, like, you can't let just one job define you. You got to wear many hats and have many skills and services to offer, and you'll never be unemployed. You'll never be broke.
You can always get you some rice and beans. You feel me? You can always get you some rice and beans. If it wasn't no job and they say, okay, ain't no 9 to 5, all your little Amazon job, your little factory jobs over, support yourself and your community. People don't have no community, Moso. Right. People don't have no products. People don't have literature and things and holy men and stuff like that they can go to people that already have it. We have product. We can reconstruct our community. You have a product. You have Maya teas that's in bottles, or they can get it in tea bags. You have something that people need to support. That's why I support it. I got to make my new order. But that's why it's so important for us to support each other and stop wanting to get stuff cheap and want to get a deal and say, I can do it all on my own. Yeah, you can do it all on your own, but that's no community. It's no supporting. And it's that money that you were going to support somebody is going to waste. And that's what I be saying about us, man. Support brothers that's really doing things. Everybody that drink tea, just imagine if they supported you and bought tea from you. I mean, what you would be doing. Right. And so, man, I just tell people, man, look what we doing and support. And stop saying that you can go do things on your own. No stuff. Support community, support local. That's the only way we're going to have things. You can go to Fry's and get tea. You can download your own books and all that. But you ain't supporting no community.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what we missing. That's what the so-called Black community been missing for decades.
Yeah. They did that, and I hate to jump. I'm gonna get off here because I know you lecturing, but that's the thing. They done got us caught up and not supporting local, and they done took all the local stuff and made big box stores to say what? Well, we don't need our mom and pop. We don't need our local root man like Moso. We don't need our herbalist like Moso. Why? We just go to the big box store or go to Amazon where they can sell everything cheap as hell. But I want my stuff from Moso that touched it. That's a medicine man. That's a herbalist. I know he put his voodoo on it. I know he put his love on it. It mean more when I get it from Moso. It mean more. It's alive. It's electric. I don't need nothing from no box store. And that's what I be telling people about community and about success. Moso can't become successful if the people don't support Moso with his teas and stuff. How he gonna be successful? What, he gonna buy it all himself? People need to support, and I mean that, man. And I'm saying that in our community, people need to support our community. If not, it's meaningless, man. is meaningless. So once again, my son T's, man, like brothers and sisters, support it. Get some sage from us. Do support the community, spread it. And I just wanted to say that, man, as you're doing your thing. That's all.
Definitely gratitude, Noble. I mean, I wasn't gonna be on here too long, like you said. I had to jump on and share. Just continue to let people know, what we offer at the Burning Bush Tabernacle, with all our individual businesses. As we say all the time, we a one-stop shop with herbal teas, healing remedies, books, clothing, from fezzes to turbans. We work out as if you don't know, we work out every weekend, 11 a.m. So I mean, we just looking for people to tap in with us,
Yep. And also, like, I'm on TikTok as well. I got, like, today I had like 500 people on my live. I had like 11,000 last week. And the thing is, man, people like, you sell fezzes and turbans and yarmulkes. They're like, you in the community and everybody not buying this from you. I had 10 people buy turbans and she mats from me off TikTok. They were like, I don't care how much it costs. I want to support you. And that's when I be saying we're gonna get love from people that don't even know you. And that's why we want to encourage you, Moso, to keep going. Use social media to do your thing. Make the TikTok, make your Instagram page, because you're gonna find people that's into what you into. Oh, this world is big. And that's the beauty of social media. When I say when you positive, man, here it is. Moors, they get their stuff from all these places, George Lottery, Amazon, because they want to get cheap prices. But then here it is, I'm on TikTok, Moso, and people don't even know me that's into the culture be like, no, I want to get it from you. Because it's just like getting a McDonald's burger or a burger that your mom cooked and put her love in it. I don't care what it costs. I want the love burger. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And so I just want to use that example as encouragement, not only for myself, but for you too, Moso, to keep putting yourself out there, to keep sharing your stuff. Because a lot of times our family, our friends, they're not going to support us until the seats are full in the stadium. And the seat's going to be full with those people that's into what you into. That's the encouragement. That's the success, because you're doing something successful. And I just want to give you that to you, man. The man that's rich is the man that create and that can create something and that's filling a void. You are filling a void, my brother. With all these herbs, with all these teas, with all your massage stuff, you are filling a void. You are electric. So continue to be encouraged, continue to be motivated, and continue to just keep grinding, figure it out, man, and using this platform for what you need to do. And I just wanted to give you that love and that honor to keep going, Noble.
No, gratitude, much gratitude, man, for real. It's definitely, and it's a never ending race. You gotta continue to sharpen yourself. That's one thing I learned. I mean, losing my father, losing some people, my aunt, losing people. It's like you gotta keep the legacy of your family going. You all, people of course, we have a brotherhood and sisterhood, and you get new family members, but like you always talk about, your last name means something. You can't just get rid of your family last names. You gotta push the legacy forward. And that's one thing also, even with the history, the Moorish history is directly intertwined with the herbalism, because the Moorish history in Al-Andalusia in Spain, they cultivated herbs and fruits and vegetables and remedies that we use up until today. These things are still relevant. Even the Blue Lotus, when people, like a lot of people that's something new, but I say that's old. I've been into Blue Lotus. I met one of my when I was in Flint going to community college, and one of my professors, she was a chief in her tribe. And she introduced me to Blue Lotus. She was from North Africa. And she was like, this is indigenous to Africa. Yes, other places be having it, but she used to come to class with it all crushed up, and she used to have the leaf. And I still get it from her, so I'm getting back into that. But you have to be careful with how you intake it, if you smoke it or if you drinking it. But smoking it, your spirits have to be right.
before you do any of these things. And that's what I tell people. I said, you can bring any spirit to you depending on what's inside you. So all these things, man, nothing is old. We just lost it. And they erase that from our history and keep us from it. And that's why we be lost, you know?
No, definitely. Shit, look, I'll be watching those travel shows and stuff. You know, they got these guys, they be going out to indigenous communities and trying ayahuasca and different things to, you know, have revelations of, like, these guys, they do all these things, you know, but these indigenous cultures, you know, these are sacred practices that every person didn't do. Just like deeper understanding of the Bible. The laymen didn't understand Kabbalah. They didn't understand numerology and the astrology and the etymology of all the, you know, it's so many deeper understandings of something.
It's just like activating that DMT, activating your spirit molecule, which a lot of people, they take holistic drugs, but it's in you. Now, it's something that can activate your DMT, what's inside you, but you have to know how to do these things. And these are passed down traditions that's been locked away, you know, and it's just facts, you know?
Yeah, and I mean, healers were in ancient time, not even ancient and not that long ago, you know, healers were regarded as the medicine men, as some of the most respected people of the community.
Yes. You know, Mofo, it's something so funny. You know, well, we can talk about, like, you had all these brothers that they say healers, like, I give credit to Dr. Sebi, you know, but a lot of that stuff comes from the Herbology for Home study. And you got all these new people, Yaki and all this stuff, which is great. But remember, it's nothing new under the sun, and it's no one way. Now, one thing I tell everybody is, when you learn your blood type is gonna determine what type of diet you have. And then understanding your cell salts. Once you understand that, everything else is simple. Now it's just on you doing it. That's the thing, on you working out and eating to live, you know, the kasher diet and all that. Sustaining for certain things was not the way, because the Bible tell you how to eat to live. But once you understand your blood, what type it is, you can base your diet on your blood type, you know?
Yeah. Well, that's definitely a valuable thing we all got to know, you know. Like you said, Sheik, I mean, people eat, and even with Dr. Sebi, people took his teachings and taught them their own way. He didn't tell people. He told people you can eat certain meats, buffalo meat. There are natural meats. A lot of his diets were for people with extreme conditions. Yes,
Mo. So people, like, you got those people that just eat everything that's genetically modified. You got that's the thing. It's like, is it clean? Is it kasher clean? Like, it's a different, when we talk about Halil, when you talk about Elijah Muhammad, that eat to live, that's a kasher diet. Halil is nothing but kosher. They eat meat. Yeah. So it's the way the meat is clean. So people have to be honest, you know?
Right. Yeah. I mean, like we always talk about the Amish community, you know, they have clean standards to so many foods, you know, it's just, people have lost their way from farming and agriculture. People want to do every business in the world except grow apples and grow oranges. You know, they want to work to buy the food.
And that's the key, Moso, is what they saying when Dr. Sebi and all those health guys were like, this is not right, because how it's being grown, we say genetically, if you can take something and grow it in a lab, it's genetically modified. Anything without a seed is genetically modified. So nothing's natural. It's just like when you go to the store, Moso, and you look at the lemons, they be small, and I can take you out here to a lemon tree to where I be getting my lemons from. You'd be like, why the lemons so damn big and they taste different? Because they've been shot up with stuff.
Right.
The lemons on the tree be natural. Them grapefruits, them cuties, them oranges, they taste totally different from in the store. In the store, the lemons taste sour as hell. Off the tree, you can just peel a lemon and eat it. Why?
GMO, right? It's not natural. It's not natural.
It's not natural. So a lot of stuff we say, oh, you can't eat this. The reason why is because what's put into it, the additive, the preservative, the things would make it shelf life when you put all that extra stuff in it, that messes up the body, you know?
Yeah. Yes. It's a serious topic. People, you know, no one is exempt from.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what, Moso? I talked to a doctor because my wife worked in the medical field, and a doctor said, well, your husband telling the truth. I said, if you sick or anything, the first thing you need to do is what? Starve that, whatever. So if you need to starve that, you need to stop eating all that pollution, starve it. Start eating raw vegetables and things and the right liquids and like the herbs, zinc and all that. And when you start starving things, you're going to see your body going to start rebuilding cells. You start starving it because most people, they get sick off the food they be eating. You know what I mean? And you got to starve yourself from that stuff. And like you said, you look at a person diet, what they eat snacks. They drinking Red Bulls. People that work night shift, they drink stuff to stay up all day. They drink a lot of coffee, but put sugar in it. You don't like coffee if you putting all that sugar in it. So it's all this stuff that we do, chips and snacks. And it just, a lot of stuff we do, we break our body down where it break down our helper T cells. And when we get sick, it's hard to fight the disease. Why? Because our helper T cells are so depleted. So when we get sick, you don't have, you can't do the Mike Tyson. You know, you ain't built up like you said. Why? Because your whole system is kind of beat down. It's compromised.
Yeah.
So I just give you gratitude for bringing that to us, man.
You're older in age, you know, you can't bounce back. You know, you can't bounce back after a certain age.
Yep. I'm getting ready to be 49 Monday, Moso. I still do my 5 miles every day. I still do my workout every day. I still bench press everything. Yeah. I'm getting back into my 2-a-days. So when people saying, oh, they don't have time, yes, you do. It's 24 hours in a day. It's just, what do you love?
And you and your wife made a great decision for your health. You know, people don't understand the state you live in can affect your health. You was raised in the city of Detroit, you know, Motor City, but you got away from that for an amount of years, and that put years back onto your life, you know.
Man, Moso, I'm telling you, and see, Moso, people don't understand it. When people be looking at me, they be like, your skin, Sheik, your eyes, like, why your eyes be looking like that? Because I sun gaze. When I be I wear sunglasses sometimes, but most of the time I don't wear sunglasses when I'm out working out. Why? Because I want everything to absorb the sun. Yeah. You know, getting out in that sun, sweating. We need at least 2 hours in that natural sunlight. That's that natural vitamin D. We sun kiss. We need it. So when we stay in those northern areas, most older people, our parents, they vitamin D deficient, and so they give them what? Some fake pill. They give them some fake pills, but you can get that naturally from getting in the sun. We need it. So all these keys that you be saying, Moso, and the doctors will tell you as you get older, you need to be in the places where the sun shine. You know, but that's what they did to a lot of the Moors. They took them from the native land and shipped them to Nova Scotia, places where it was cold, places where they knew stuff couldn't grow, where they knew they couldn't heal themselves from sickness and stuff. They knew that, you know?
Right. And it's understanding that whole history and narrative so you can get back to where you need to be. Yep.
So, I mean, I'm just, as we keep going, you know, and we keep building till we get international where we have things here and where it need to be, I just see it, man, and just, you know, it's more important than being a vessel and being that in the flesh what people can see. It's so important. It's so important. But just gratitude for your consistency.
Like you always used to say, you know, we've had healers in our group before, but you are a representation of your products. You know, if you're looking overweight and you're looking bloated and sick, you saying you can't work out and you saying you sell products to heal people, I would hope you were using them on yourself before you sold them to the world.
And that Moso, and see, that's why I be telling people, they be like, that ain't slander, it's real. People crumble. And I'm like, dude, because it don't be real. And they be doing they be putting the other foot before it, and then it be crumble because it don't be real, Moso. Yeah. It don't be real. You be like, well, it don't be real. Because people think they can take a pill and magically wake up like Moso. People think they can sea moss themselves to death. It's like, dude, you only need a certain amount of everything. The rest of it, you're going to boo-boo it out.
Right. You're just wasting money at that point.
That's what Maso telling you, the combination of what you're doing, this, that, and the other, your arcana. But you got to see what Maso talking about, the life, to be like, oh, this. I come up with my arcana. It's all of this. Yes, people be overcompensating. I'm just gonna take this pill, man. I drink sea moss every day. Okay.
Right, that's not enough.
And then go eat a pork chop sandwich. I drunk sea moss and I eat pork chop sandwiches all day.
Right, and drink and go to the bar. Like that's
Yeah.
The body doesn't work like that, and that's why we got to start breaking down, just the human body, man, the anatomy, understanding our organs, like.
Yeah. That's what you got to spearhead it, and that's something that we can spearhead, because it's even drinking cold water, Mo. So like when I get up in the morning, I've been going back into my anatomy and all my books. Drinking cold water in the morning is one of the worst things to do, because it shocks the body. You want to drink your water room temperature, because that electrifies your body in the morning. Drinking cold water first thing in the morning, it freezes the body and it shocks the body. The body don't know what's going on. You drink that room temperature water. And what that room temperature water does, it electrifies your body. And check it. Do a little research on it. Do a little research on that.
Okay. No, I've heard it before, but I definitely, I need to, like you said, stick to that.
Mm-hmm. Do a little research on it. I'm not saying code this. What I'm saying is like, okay, why and when and first thing in the morning. I'm not saying when you working out and you hot as hell, you don't want to drink no water. You out in the mountain hiking. That ain't what I'm saying. You need to drink something to cool you off and electrolytes. But just on the regular, if you ain't moving like that, and the first thing you get up, you don't need just no ice water.
Right.
It's food. Think about it. Just think about that. If I'm drinking ice water going in my system, which is alive, which is at a certain room temperature, then I'm doing something.
Yeah.
Think about it.
It does.
Think about it. So all these things is to take, as keys. And even with as I close with making your little concoctions, because people be hitting me up asking me about certain individuals. Somebody asked me about, do I know the dude that made the apple of Eve stuff? And I said, dude, listen, is it their ingredients? Yeah, well, make your own.
Right.
My noble mozo can make it for you. I'll make it for you. You give him his finder's fee. He'll make your concoction, and then now you can make your own. But people want to complain. I said, is it ingredients on the back of the so-called apple and Eve stuff? What my man make? Well, what is it? It's herbs. So if it's herbs, and then the rest of it is a certain fruit that he like to choose, apples and different green apples and different leafy things. That's his concoction he made. So if that's the case, if it's ingredients, you take the herbs, and if you don't like the fruits, put your own fruits in there, and then you can call it goddamn Pretty Tony of Eve.
No, it's no wrong. It ain't no magical herb that this person got that you can't find.
That's what I'm saying, Moso, and that's how we eliminate that people being mad and he's selling this. So what? Somebody's selling something. But if you're a true healer like Moso and like myself, the first thing we say, is it ingredients? Yes. Now, do you want to make it yourself? If you don't want to make it yourself, then you're gonna go buy it, and then you're gonna have to pay the price of whoever's selling it. That's just what it is.
Yeah. You're gonna have to do the measurements of the dosage, just because you got an ingredients, then you don't know the dosage that people use. You gotta get in the laboratory, get in the kitchen.
Yep. And so that's what I'm want to share with people. This is the laboratory right here. We sell products, but if you want to make your own concoction as healers, because everybody's on the level. Some people want to buy stuff. Some people want to learn how to make their own. Well, if that's the case, that's what we provide for people. Yeah. It's going to be like, we ain't worried about nobody not supporting us. It's a big world. It's billions of people in the world. People going to buy your product, and some people going to give you support to show them how to make their own and give you that finder's fee, because you might be saving somebody's life, I
definitely should. Because I'm, my daily life, man, I meet brothers from Africa, from different countries, and they see the vision. They understand that herbs and teas is big business around the world,
Yep. And it's
needed.
And what you doing, Muscle, you a healer. Don't stop. This is your ministry. I'm telling you, do not stop what you're doing. You keep going. You keep putting it to the world, because this is universal. I'll be saying, all the people that like tea, this is universal. This is something this is a whole new wave. And once we get on that other level, when we start taking this stuff to the schools and it's healthy, healing and eating with these healthy vending machines, this vision I got going on, bro, it's over.
Yeah. No, indeed, Noble. Indeed, Noble.
So just gratitude to your time, man.
Yeah. No, gratitude, Noble. Gratitude, Noble Simeon had jumped on earlier.
Islam.
Appreciate everybody tapping on the chat. You know, and once again, I'm Noble Moso L. We the Burning Bush Tabernacle, Science Temple and School. We work out every weekend. And we welcome y'all to come join us, man.
Yeah.
EBT Science Temple.
We got a DAP class tomorrow at 10:30 in Moso. And I encourage you to make you a TikTok page. If you don't have one, watch what's gonna happen.
I got a new phone, and I had logged you out of different things. I gotta get back on it.
Yep. Watch what's gonna happen. I'm telling you, it's a whole different community, Noble. It's a whole different world. And it's people that's into what you into. You're gonna be amazed at the response, because I'm amazed and I'm tripping. I done been on YouTube all this time. And even though I got good followers on my personal YouTube, but when I be live on TikTok and it be 1,000, 1,500, thousands of people responded, I'm like, whoa, blew my mind. Like this morning, yesterday I had 500 people on there, and I sold books and kufis. People like, we love what you're doing, Sheik. People all over the world. I'm like, really? I'm like, wow. Even brothers that's Islam, people that's Arabic, they like, no, brother, you just telling the truth. I'm like, I ain't mad at nobody from your religion. I'm Sufi. I'm Tasawwuf. I'm Triple Rose. Right. It's a whole different world. Everybody ain't trolling. And so I just encourage you to keep doing and keep grinding, because you're international, man. And that's all I got.
No, you're right, though. I've been in my daily life, I be meeting, talking to brothers and letting them know, I'm into the Sufism, and they open up because they understand what it is. It's just a brotherhood. It's not a
You wanted that peace.
Yeah.
And you got that attention grabber. Your burning bush is that tea. That's an attention grabber. You can always break the ice with your conversation. You can always break the ice with that holistic stuff. And then you're supposed to be a walking billboard for yourself. You got the cold press, a couple bottles, and you got them warm for people can try samples. You give your card. That's your hustle all day. And you the science. It's going to pick up for you. Just like if you were working for somebody else, that's what you would be doing. If you were working for a cell phone company or whatever, you're going to be trying to sell that all day. If you sell Kirby vacuums, you're going to be it all day. If you was one of them Ponzi scheme Negroes, you're going to be on that all day. But you got something good. And you the product, and you got brothers that can help you if you like, hey, man, wherever you fall short at. So once again, Noble, keep going. Be your walking billboard. Next thing you know, Noble, you got to slap that logo on your car. I'm prophesizing to you, Noble. I do this all the time, man. I'll keep coming back around and around because I see it. And we get discouraged because people be thinking our ideas is not popping. Yes, it is. Your ideas is popping. Invest in yourself. Throw that logo on your car until you get your van to where you got your cooler and all that stuff, and you roll like that. This is what's gonna happen. You a billboard. Everywhere you park your car is a billboard. So promote yourself. Promote each day. Each day, keep going. And if you can't promote to your friends, they're not your friends. Remember that. They don't gotta buy, but remember, promote it. All you gotta do is share my stuff. If you ain't gonna be into it, let me send you a sample. I promise you. And just keep doing local. Keep being dope in your city.
Some of my friends' moms I see more than them. They some of my friends. I drop off teas to their mothers. Because they see what I'm doing on Facebook, and I appreciate all the support from anyone whoever bought something from me and took a chance.
Yep. And you send me that warmer where I can put my tea in. I'm gonna start traveling with that mug. I gotta update my orders for when I travel, because I don't have none of the packages and stuff. Because all that's going to be a part of my promotion when I'm out. I always got teas. This is what I'm out when I'm talking. When I'm doing any interviews, I'm gonna have my canteen right there with my Maso teas at all times.
Next time I'm down there, man, we're gonna do the market. I'm gonna do it with you, man. With you and
we got to do it. And I got to get you to come to Flint too in the summer to the back to the Krim and stuff. Me and
Yeah.
my partner in Vegas, we plan on getting our vendor tables where we're going to do this water thing. And I want you to be part of it too. The summer, the Back to the Bricks and the Crim, where we're going to pay for vendor tables. And it's a couple under outside jazz events, what they do in the summer. Just something that I want to do. Have you come, for a couple weeks and we do this and, and sell our products and let's talk about what we do and have our vendor table set up,
Yes.
It's going to happen. It's gonna happen, and then really get our clients and get people on that order to start ordering our teas, and it can be people we can drop stuff off to locally, just like Culligan Water. Like it's a lot of stuff that we're gonna talk about to where we can be local distributors once we do things the right way and have online orders. It's gonna happen.
It's long, Street.
Well, gratitude to your time, Noble.
It's long. I'll see you tomorrow. Welcome everybody to work out with us. Come do adept class, come to Sunday school if you can make it. Again, I'm Noble Moso L for the Burning Bush Tabernacle. We out of here.
I'm a spirit speaking, truth seeking, heart reaching, knowledge leaking, seeds sowing, harvest reaping, man of me. I have yet to leave, I'm still breathing. To quit, I have no reason. I mean, I'm asleep, but I be trying to live my dreams. I cannot even act if it's all easy. Either you gon' do it or you don't. Really, it ain't no in between. Baby, you can ask the sun, it's an everyday thing. Consistency in your routine is how you bring reality. Working like a slave, that's how I made this masterpiece. Living like a god, I lay